G'day gang, Ed Dale here and welcome to a video podcast here for Underachiever Life, 30-day challenge and of course all our homies on the immediate edge. And the reason I wanted to go video today is got a lot to do with what's going on behind me. It's a game changer, it's called Apple TV. And Apple TV's been around for a while and it was good, it was cool, but with the latest adjustments and the brand new operating system, effectively, it's not an operating system, but bear with me, it really has changed the game. And it's really, really extraordinary. So I just wanted to show you a couple of the things with my, first of all, just works using this thing, which is pretty cool. But if you have a look with me here, you can say, oh, there's man-hunk Pete Williams going there in the background. See, anything that allows you to have Pete Williams on your family lounge room television has got to be good. And by the way, if you haven't voted for Pete Williams, vote 1 for Cleo Bachelor of the Year. It'd be very cool. I'd be able to stir him forever. Anywho, observe. What's important now, I want to show you, now this is cool, what you're seeing here, for example, is Flickr. Now, these are photos from my Flickr stream, which is very, very cool, and has actually got some really, really cool uses down the track. But I just wanted to show you how integrated some of this stuff is. So, of course, if we go to .mac, I can go to my particular web galleries here, and if we just click on, interesting, let me show you this. This is Beechworth. That is my hometown. And one of the things I wanted to tell you about is that Dan Rain and I, for the first time since last year, and for the first time in Australia in ages, literally almost 2 years I think, we're actually having a conference, and we're having it on the, now hopefully get the road, 28th, 29th and 30th of April. And it's going to be at my hometown here in Beechworth. It's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a pretty advanced seminar. We're going to be previewing and showing our most advanced stuff and the new stuff that we've been working on. Also, I want to show you some of the, shall we say, black hat strategies that people are using so you can be forewarned and forearmed. It's going to keep it really, really small. And in fact, as a way of showing you, let me just show you here. Oh, I just killed the photo where I'd show you where it was. We had a conference here in Whistler last year, and we had a small number of people. We had a maximum of 20. I think we might, because of the facility, have an absolute maximum of 30 in Australia. But this conference really was quite extraordinary. This is where, for the first time, the whole maximum edge strategy was shown in public. And what was extraordinary about this particular meeting, and of course G-Trends, the first time G-Trends was actually shown, it was an extraordinary conference. Now of course you might know these things from Smarts, you might have seen all the Smarts teaching, well, all of that stuff, and there's Paul Steinberg, all of that stuff was actually first taught here, because that's what Dan and I are about, getting stuff that's on the absolute edge. And I've got to tell you, the stuff that we've got planned for Australia is very much absolutely the edge. Now, as I say, we are going to limit it. It's just going to be 30 people because we like doing that style of conference. We're not going to do any more. We're not going to film it. We're not going to do any of those things. You have to be there because of the type and nature of the content. I want to be talking about this stuff, for example, audio and visual stuff, because it's going to become so important. It's going to be such a key thing for this year. It really, really is. So keep those dates in your diary, and if you are interested, it's going to be a blast. You never have the opportunity to have access to Dan and I in this type of setting for that 3-day period. It's just not something that we do. So it really is a unique opportunity. I don't know what that Marshall amp is doing there. So really, I would love it if you came and join us. But let's keep going on this Apple TV here as well to show you. But see how cool is that? I could set up, for example, if you've got a screen like I have here, you could set up your own presentation and have it going on in the background while you're talking to a little camera, just like I am here. Let's have a look. Nice thong. What I should have queued up is Dan's pink thong video. That would have been funny. Okay, so let's have a look here. Now, okay, the movies and the TV shows and all those sorts of things, really, really cool. And I think they've got the rental model right for the first time. It really is astounding, particularly if you've got a US iTunes account. Very, very important that. But I want to show you the stuff that's going to concern marketers. First up is this YouTube feature here. Now, if we go through and have a look at all of these, if we have a look at, and I'm just going to go into my account here, so you can see now that there is a favourite section here, and there's also a subscriptions section. Really important. Everybody's going to have to be on YouTube for this exact reason. Check this out. So if I go into subscriptions, and just give it a second to load up, you can see all the different subscriptions. I have no idea what that first one was. There's, my good mate Randy. Let's have a look. Here we are. So, for example, here's a John Mayer clip, and we can have a look there, and you load it up and so on. But see these here? It's like a subscription, and it's like on-demand YouTube, which is really pretty extraordinary. And that is a huge opportunity, I think, for us as marketers, because the traffic numbers in YouTube are just going through the roof. And the ability to have it here, literally on my lounge room TV, just cannot be underestimated. You've really got to get this. Sure, its impact over the next month or so may not be that big, but boy, I'm talking to you a year from now, 2 years from now, everybody's going to have one of these little boxes. I think it'll be an Apple TV, but there'll be boxes which are as simple to use using one of these things, and it'll be off you sort of go. And they load up and off you go. I've got obviously wonderful Australian bandwidth going on there, but you get the idea and how that works. So there's that particular function. The other one, and the reason I'm doing a video cast like this, is for this reason. So if we pop back up here, and I'm just going to go into the podcast section. This is really, really important. Now, as you can see behind me here, we've got all the different types of podcasts. Now, getting on here is going to be really, really, really cool. But you can see there's these different, high definition type, podcasts, all of these sorts of, really cool things. But here's what I wanted to show you. This is the really important thing. See here is a play button. It's like instant playback. The subscription model, RSS feeds and everything, as marketers, we sort of have to get to know and understand them. People who are sitting here in this living room, they don't get RSS feeds. They don't know what RSS feeds are all about. So that's why this stuff is so important. I better be careful here, because this one, they're very funny guys, but can be a bit edgy at times. But if you download and have a look at these sorts of things, all of a sudden the podcasts become really, really important. So what you're going to have to look at here, and I want to show you this part. By the way, the high definition podcasts just are absolutely fantastic. Where are we here? We'll just go back. Now, have I got some favourites here? Yeah, so one of my, see this favourite section? This is a new part of Apple TV, and you'll be able to literally select your favourites. And this, see, all of a sudden, see the visual nature of these podcasts? This is an audio pod. I love this show. The visual nature of these podcasts, it just makes such a big difference, and it's such a different deal. It really is a game changer. So that's what I wanted to show you today, just so you get some idea. And I encourage you, if you get the chance, to go down to your local Apple store and have a look at Apple TV, to have a look at how incredibly easy it is to use, cool it is to use, and so on. So there you have it. So Apple TV, check it out. It's very cool. There's something else that I wanted to really emphasize to you, and I'll do that, and I've done it in a post just a little bit down below here, but there is a new screen capture software that has just been released for the Macintosh, which is beyond astounding. It is extraordinary, and it's called ScreenFlow. And for a long time, the reason I kept a PC around was for Camtasia. There was no software on the Macintosh which would allow you to do screen capture and then edit it straight away and then output it. This program not only allows you to do that, it does it in so much better, betterness. That really isn't a word, is it? It does it it just does it so brilliantly that I really can't describe it. You know, people think I'm an Apple fanatic, and yes, I am an Apple fanatic. There is no truth to that. But when Apple was crap, which, you know, was sort of the wilderness years of the sort of the early 90s through to the sort of 2002, I didn't touch a Macintosh because Windows was a better platform. Now it's completely the other way around, and as internet marketers, I think you really need to seriously have a look at that as products, because it really is game changing. It truly is. The whole process of being able to create products from start to finish on Macintosh is so much easier, so much smoother, and the results are so much better. For example, something that I don't talk a lot about and really forget about a lot is Pages. You know, Pages is absolutely an amazing word processor and page layout program that is super simple to use. And I had to do a proposal, which drove me nuts, I might add, but I had to do a proposal. There's the clock going. I had to do a proposal, and Pages just made the whole process brilliant. In fact, what I did, to be exact, there's a program called Scrivener, which is brilliant on the Macintosh, which helps you chunk down and write the various pieces of the things that you need to do, and then you're able to compile them together, and then you take them to something like Pages. It is a really brilliant piece of software. It also has this cool feature which blacks out your screen except for what you're writing, so you're not distracted, so you don't go surfing YouTube or any of those things. Works truly brilliantly. And so I use Scrivener, compile that together, and then output it to Pages, and then use Pages to lay it out, and you can make it look superb. I remember JMO did a brilliant affiliate thing with Pages for the Dominish series last year, and that was a superb effort, and I think we sort of all forget about it. And you can make it look brilliant, and it's so easy to use as well. So enough from me. Look, again, try keep the end of April, and even if you're from overseas, consider it will be worth your while to come down. And in fact, what we might even do is, if people come from overseas, because Dan and I are going to be here, what we might do is we might do a special something. We'll figure out something, maybe something around here in Melbourne or something, to welcome you and have you come over. But it's going to be a huge conference, so if you're in Australia, in the region, everywhere, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be extremely limited. Stay tuned on the blog for more details about what's happening, and yeah, stay tuned for this stuff. But I mean, this stuff, it is totally game changing, and that's my word for the week. There's the washing machine going, brilliant. So yes, even internet marketing teachers have to do their washing. So, all right, we'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching this. Really enjoyed speaking with you, and we'll speak soon. Watch out for this stuff. Fair income, it is huge. See you soon.